You've known him for a long time. You went to school with Luis.
I did. Yep, third grade. If you go back to the birthday podcast, we met in third grade. Miss Spurgeon.
That's right.
The first 10 minutes of meeting Luis, I saw him go absolutely nuclear for no reason. So I was like, all right.
This is the 180 story, right? They're like, everybody turn around, and then
everybody turn around. Yeah, we're sitting circle time on the little rug there.
Yeah.
And we all turned, and Luis didn't turn, and the teacher, I'm sure in her mind, gently was nudging you to turn around. And Luis
get your fucking hands off me.
Don't touch me.
And funny enough, to this day, I'm still very defensive, except I've acclimated into adult life being like, okay, you know.
Yeah, no, I don't know if any of you guys have placed your hand on Luis's shoulder before, but what do you do? Yep, he pokes it with his chin. He doesn't want it. He doesn't like it, so he stabs you with his chin.
He learned he's got some attention deficits.
Oh,
okay. You know,
yeah.
You're stimming him. You know what I mean? When you touch him on the shoulder, he's like,
I didn't even know that about myself, to be honest.
Bro, I just fucking unlocked that shit for you. There you go.
There you go. That's a free session, baby.
Okay, what do you do except Zell? Here's $60.
Let's get you back on track. Luis, start the pod.
All right, here we go. Welcome back to Punch Drunk Nerd, the podcast where three friends, three amigos, three bambinos come together to talk about nerd shit. And this week, we have a brand new special guest. You heard him earlier in the podcast. It's the one, the only, number 22, Sean Evans.
Let's go.
Thank you guys for that lovely introduction. And just want to say before we get started, it's been a while since we've, kind of all congregated together. And I miss you boys. And I love the fact that I'm on. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm very excited to talk and shoot the shit with you guys.
Dude, Sean, real quick, let's start off hot. Why don't you ever respond to our texts in the group chat anymore? No,
so here's
ready to fight right now.
So here's the thing, okay? Our group chat can go 0 to 1,000
too much
real quick.
Yeah.
And as a millennial, I don't have my ringtone on. I just have vibrate, right?
Ed?
Silent, bitch.
The silent.
Ed, is it really silent? There's no vibration. There's no notification.
No,
hold on. Let's pause the podcast for a second. Okay. Are you telling me if some emergency with Sarah or your child happens, you're going to get silent notifications?
I'll say this: if I'm
but this is unexpected. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, Luis. When I say I've had all notifications turned off for the last 4 years, it's no exaggeration.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, what if there's an unexpected emergency?
I plan
do not disturb.
If I'm, exactly. My phone is off during a movie. But
oh my god,
if I know I'm expecting a call, then I'll turn the ringer on.
But if you're not expecting the call, that's what
you're
I'm about to have another child. Imagine you're at work and Sarah's like, "Babe, it's coming," and you're like, "Hang on, I'm working."
Oh, do not disturb. I'm sorry. I'm going to check that out in lunch.
I was just looking up the movie times.
No, I mean, usually, if Sarah calls me, it's for a reason.
But you wouldn't know. It's not vibrating. It's not.
Sure, but, if I look down at my phone, which, let's be honest, we all look down at our phone very frequently.
Do you?
If I see, multiple, missed calls, then something's amiss.
Okay, so we do this thing, Sean, in our text chain here, where we will just start yelling at Ed through the text message. And in my mind, what I thought was happening was just vibrations in his pocket to wake him up.
He's completely ignored us.
Yes.
He sleeps peacefully.
It's not even ignored. It's just I'm carrying on with my...
You've ignored our attempt to ignore you.
That's honestly the problem, though, because how can you carry on, you know what I mean, without checking on your bros? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Once this podcast becomes an LLC, I'm going to put it in the contract that you have to have a phone with vibration.
No, there was just literally a time during the pandemic where, there was one day where I just cracked, and my leg had been vibrating nonstop. There was a feud in the family or something, on top of regular texts from friends and stuff. And I just almost had a mental breakdown. I was just I'm done. I don't want this feeling I don't want the
that's not our
sensation or
fault that
this
you have 36 members in a group chat for your family, okay? We're the boys.
Yeah, no, I get it.
We supersede family.
Absolutely.
You guys
We're your
take
family now.
most priorities out of my chats. You know what I mean?
I love
Like,
that.
you guys are kind of like up there, probably more so than people who should be higher up, but whatever.
Sorry, I got a little silly at the start of the podcast.
Yeah, you might be wondering at home, what's the podcast about? Usually you guys do a review on a movie, a TV show, an event. Well, guess what, guys? This is a mixed bag of an episode. Okay, we're running on vibes. We don't know what's going to happen, but we do have some news that we're going to talk about, and we're going to keep it food centric. Absolutely. McDonald's is debuting a new Big Arch burger. Who put this in here?
I did, and only because of the next topic. I was like, well, if we're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about this.
Type 2 diabetes.
I have it.
Guys, get checked.
Get checked.
Yeah, so McDonald's apparently having a tough time right now. They're, trying to spike up sales and whatnot. So yes, they're coming out with a new burger that's supposed to contend with the Big Mac, which I don't know about you guys. I've kind of fallen off of Big Macs. It's a little too much bread.
Too much bread. That's
too
what
much bread,
says.
and the patties have gotten smaller. Maybe I don't know. It's a sad sandwich, but you could always get a McGangbang where you shove a hot and spicy in the middle of that bitch.
Is it a McGangbang or is it a McJigger? I thought.
Whoa!
And our podcast is canceled.
I've never heard that one.
What kind of McDonald's are you going to?
Let me talk about this Big Arch burger because last week, a couple weeks ago, we talked about the meal deal wars. Okay, everybody's doing these deals. Okay,
yes.
$5, $4, $6. It's getting expensive out there because why go to fast food when you might as well spend that money at a real restaurant?
Yes.
So I'm looking at this Big Arch burger, which is just like a quasi sort of fancier Big Mac. But it's still being charged at $10 to $12, and it's like, well, that's not going to solve any problems.
No, that's not solving the problems for meals, but it might just get people. And that is a meal that comes with fries and a drink for $10.
Okay, but some value meal deals.
No, it's not a value meal deal. Nor was I presenting it as such.
Ed said, I'm too bougie for you, okay?
Nowhere did I say value.
Just $12.
Just
I didn't say this was going to be like...
I'm built different.
Guys, I'm going to get 5 of these for $5. It's more of like they're throwing out a new big sandwich that's going to contend, quote unquote, with.
We'll eat this. I will try this.
I'm going to try it.
Of course, I'll try it too.
It's good. You got double patties. You got cheese. What looks something like similar to the Big Mac sauce. Then crispy onions as well.
No.
No, they might have me hooked on the onions. I like a good crispy onion on a burger.
I like the texture of the crispy onion on the burger.
I don't put my faith in McDonald's to have a crispy onion on that burger.
Okay, the fact that you go to McDonald's at all, you've already conceded your health.
You know where they like fry the fries in the oil? Like
they just sprinkle some on that shit? Yeah.
It's just like what's left over floating on top.
That's you guys ever go to Long John Silver's and they give you those little crunchies at the bottom?
Long John Silver's? I haven't even thought about Long John Silver's for years.
Babe, if you guys want to talk about fast food, we could do it, all right?
Are we going to rank our fast foods right now? Because I'm ready to go. We already had this conversation.
We're going to go to it.
Okay.
Ed put me on to the rewards on McDonald's. You guys, you can get McDonald's for basically free, okay?
The rewards is insane.
Download that app.
It's a bad habit.
I said this last week, I'm pretty sure, but here in Colorado, every time the Rockies, our baseball team, every time they hit a double, you get a double cheeseburger for free the next day. And it's like, I just have to order one more thing, like a small fry, and that's like a $3 meal.
Where, like at McDonald's, you mean?
At McDonald's.
They do it in LA too with the Dodgers. I ordered a $5
every time
meal,
they dodge.
And I got like all these extra little McNuggets. It was like it was a
every time they dodge a World Series win. Yeah. Now, question: do you have to be at the game? Like, are they handing out vouchers as you're leaving?
No, it's in the app. You just download McDonald's app, and then whatever the deal they're running, you go to your deals. No, I'm saying I can get a burger and a McDouble. 2 hot and spicies for $5. You know what I mean?
That's the way.
I got 10 McNuggets and a burger for $5.
Lovely. That's the best kind of deal.
Yeah.
Ed, I know you're talking about this new Arch Burger, but have you heard that they're going to do a? Oh my God, hang on.
Well, hold on.
A Big Mac, Mac with chicken instead of beef.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
Big chick.
Yeah, big chick.
Big chick.
Big chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, no one seems hot on that. I just feel like you give me a Big Mac with 2 hot and spicy fillets.
Well, you know what though, my mouth just got extra dry.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's a lot of bread.
Maybe.
Miguel, keep the beef, take out the bread, put the chickens.
One more chicken. Stub the bread for chicken.
Betwixt the 2 beef.
Don't say betwixt. Don't say betwixt. That makes me hate the monarchy. Okay, I don't like when you talk like that.
Now, when you say use the chicken as the bread, what's the name of that sandwich at KFC?
No, I was going
to say out as an April Fool's joke, but everyone loved it.
John knows.
I used to get that shit all the time.
With bacon and cheese in the middle?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I'm going to Google it.
The chicken is the bread.
It was like an unwich. You know what I mean? It was like
was it the double down
or whatever?
Yes.
Double something.
The double down.
The KFC's double down,
bro.
Ooh, it's like a lettuce wrap, but unhealthy.
You guys, that was like Bush.
And it had good sauce too. I would get this.
It did.
Yeah.
That was back when people were like, "That's unhealthy," and now it's like, "Well, I'll eat," you know.
Yeah, social media. Like,
my rent's too high. I need to eat something, you know.
Another thing that's coming back at McDonald's is the snack wraps. You guys ever had those snack wraps before?
Yes.
Praise Jesus.
They need to bring those back like yesterday. Those used to be so good. Now, they used to be on the dollar menu.
They used to be in the dollar menu, exactly.
Hey, bro, we don't even call it that anymore.
I know. There's no such thing as a dollar menu anymore.
The value menu.
But is it going to be on the value menu is the question.
Gotta be, right?
It has to be.
It probably
you would think that. Corporate greed is a real thing.
Yeah.
I know.
So anyway, the Big Arch is kind of being tested right now. It'll come back. That's all I've got to say about it. If we were wrapping up that conversation.
Beautiful.
But somebody else is, trying something new. I don't know who put this on here originally, but I added more information to it.
Ed, junior producer over here.
And I definitely didn't put it on the doc because I'm allergic to these bitches. Chick-fil-A is starting its own streaming.
Yes, Chick-fil-A is starting its own streaming service.
I read this yesterday.
Yeah, what did you hear, Sean?
I just read that they're starting a non-scripted, family-friendly streaming service, original content streaming service.
Which is crazy. Right?
What could that be?
I love reality TV. And you know what? I could use more Jesus in my life. So
I was going to ask, are they going to lean into the religious thing?
From what I heard, I did hear this rumor on another podcast that there were rumored to have a show about pastors in Atlanta.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That actually sounds like wild television. I think I would watch that.
That is must-see TV, actually, now that I think about it.
It's in name of Jesus. You know what I mean?
Just like Jesus did.
He did that shit.
Like Orange, what are those wives? The housewives of some
The Desperate
county?
Housewives of Orange County?
That one. It's like the pastors of Atlanta. Or, let's see these bitches fighting over a table and, I don't know, drama in a church, but something
You didn't put Chick-fil-A sauce in their bag? No! I smite you!
They also have done other short animated stuff before. They did this thing called Stories of Evergreen Hills, but they also did this cows animated short that I watched. It was like, hey, you'll get more cow points if you watch this short. And I did.
Is that rewards?
Yeah, so I'm a Chick-fil-A Platinum member. Okay, that's top tier.
We're going to talk about rewards. Chick-fil-A got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is good.
I think McDonald's and Chick-fil-A are at the top, to be honest.
For sure.
But McDonald's has McDonald's has a quick, a faster turnaround, where Chick-fil-A takes some time, but when you get it, you hit big.
But when you earn it, you know what I'm saying?
When you earn it.
Now, I recently went
into that Chick-fil-A. Sorry. Go ahead.
I recently went into a Chick-fil-A for the first time in I don't know how long. But through the app, I don't know if this is, at least down here in my area, the tables are numbered. And so you order through the app and you can put your table number and they'll just bring it to you. So you don't have to stand in the line.
Like a animal.
You just go sit down.
I'm not standing with the plebeians, okay?
No, not at all. I get Chick-fil-A about once a week. I'm going to tell you this right now. And every time I go there, I order it. And as I'm driving, I say, I'm already here. And then it says, okay, it'll take about 5 to 8 minutes. And then when I get there, I grab and I go and I'm out. I'm very efficient.
Real quick, 2 things. Luis, are you a run into the restaurant and grab the food, or are you a drive-through?
Oh, so the Chick-fil-A next to us isn't a drive-through. It doesn't have a drive-through.
You have to walk in.
So I have to walk in.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, because I've heard from other people that whole running in to grab the food to go is kind of faster sometimes. Sean, though, the second thing I want to say is you have kids.
I do.
Do you go to Chick-fil-A?
Thanks for reminding me. I'm like, oh shit.
He said,
the kids.
My son, he loves to go to Chick-fil-A because they have the indoor play place and he goes to run around. Do you take your kids there?
I typically don't, because the Chick-fil-A that's by us is always so jam-packed, and the line for just the drive-through is literally like wrapped around the building twice.
Yes, sir.
And it's just such a hassle when I can just take them to a normal park, and I'll order Chick-fil-A and take them to a normal park, and we'll just go, eat there and let them get their energy out. But the Chick-fil-A play place I feel is a little underrated. It is good once you get in there.
You know what? My kid has made many a friend at a Chick-fil-A play place. Sorry, Ed, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say, like, the play place at a fast food restaurant is like almost like a dead concept these days. I feel like.
Oh, I don't know. I think it depends.
I mean, I've never been to a Chick-fil-A one, obviously, personally.
Because you're allergic, you said, yeah.
I'm allergic, but I never go into that restaurant. I feel like most McDonald's that I go to, they're either like barred off, or just like
because of heinous crime.
There was like a COVID time where they were all blocked off.
Right. And now people just don't really hang around inside most fast food.
Y'all, I took my kid. My kid loves an indoor play place, and we went to a McDonald's like 5 minutes from my house. Where we went in there and he was like, I want to go to the play place. I said, okay, yeah. And we walked in there and it was like I walked into, you know what I mean, Houston in the middle of August. It was so fucking hot. I thought I was getting cooked right then and there. You know what I mean? And I was like, from that point on, I was like, you know what? We'll take it to go. So I love it.
Here's something I wish McDonald's, or just really any play place in general, would bring back. But who remembers like the video game consoles that were in the play place, the N64s and the GameCubes and all that stuff. And
Sean, how old did you turn this year?
I will be 38 this year.
Fucking go. All right. That's the audience. You know what I mean? We are mid-30s.
Listen, I would go in and I'd set all the high scores on all the games, and then
hell yeah,
I'd pick up my crown and put it on my head as champion of the video game that day. Yeah. Deal with that.
And let me get a 6-piece to go.
Mom, grab my juice. We're out of here.
Did you guys, I think we talked about this. Did you guys ever go to Blockbuster and rent consoles like an N64 or like...
I think I did it once. Maybe
I didn't even know they had the consoles.
I wish.
It was I felt like it was short-lived. Because I think it wasn't sustainable. I'm sure people just stole them.
People just kept them.
Yeah, they're like, I don't have to return it. What, the fee's $5? Whatever.
Yeah.
Go cancel my credit card account. Good luck, bud.
Right.
I got an N64.
Yeah.
For $5. Yeah. Speaking of relics, I saw a Redbox the other day.
Bro.
Does anyone still use Redbox?
Bro.
No, they're usually broken into these days. Like the two... at my local Kroger, got smashed in and taken away.
Ed, where were you last week, by the way? Just curious.
Not near a Redbox.
You weren't near a Redbox, were you?
Certainly not.
What's that crowbar behind you, Ed?
Let me get that long legs DVD.
I didn't make it to long legs, but we're still catching up from like Dune Part 2 or some shit.
I remember when the big advancement of Redbox was that they added that screen. so that the sun didn't burn the monitors. They're like, we have a sun protector now.
The glare, the anti-glare screen.
You would get behind it.
I thought it was like, so nobody could see the dirty shit I'm trying to.
No, it's because the sun burned the monitors. I remember I went to them. I was like, I can't see anything.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of their fault for facing them east-west.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Who is in charge of planning the rollouts of these things?
You can come back. That's hilarious.
But no, I thought it was really strange.
Yeah, it was a strange thing. Redbox is a thing of the past. But let's talk about things that are coming in the future. In our new segment, Coming Soon Corner. You guys ever watch the show Ted Lasso?
I have.
Oh, yes.
Well, guess what? It's coming back for a 4th season. Jason Sudeikis said, I just wanted this story to be 3 seasons only. And then Apple TV said, fuck you. We're going to do another one because it's the #1 show on Apple TV Plus.
Yeah,
so they're talking about Robert Downey Jr. saw the paycheck for coming back for Avengers, and he was like, "The character was so great," and everyone's like, "We know why you come back." Yeah, and shout out Jason Sudeikis because I know what was up.
Well, Jason isn't going to be returning as a main cast member. It's only going to
hold on. Stop. What?
Stop.
Only 3 people will be fully returning, at least currently confirmed for Ted Lasso. That's going to be Brett Goldstein, who plays as the. What's his name? He's here. He's there.
Roy Kent.
Thank you. Roy Kent. The owner and the owner's assistant. Those are the only 3 confirmed.
Hannah Waddingham.
Yeah.
And okay. Well, that's very limited.
Well, the reason why is because the contract passed over COVID, and during that time they had to stop production, and they weren't able to renew their contracts, so they lost a lot of people. And
I bet every single one of that cast will be back.
What 100%?
Except for Jason. Jason said, "I don't think he's going to be back for like he might visit."
Sudeikis?
Yeah, Sudeikis. He said that's my story. I already did I came in with a 3-season story, and I'm not interested in coming back, but I give you my blessing.
I'm going to say this 100%. If we're going to call the show Ted Lasso, that motherfucker better be on the show.
It's going to be called a Ted Lasso series. It's going to be called Bringingham.
Is this really more of a spin-off then?
100%. This is Scrubs season 9.
Don't remind me of Scrubs season 9. I've scrubbed it from my memory.
I knew someone would pick up on that. Let's go, dude. No, I'm not into this, okay? If he's not coming back, he was already so little in the show in the last season,
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's called Ted Lasso. Are we doing it? I'm not
He's like the Mary Poppins to Mary Poppins. Like, you don't make a Mary Poppins without Mary Poppins.
Well, they did that Continental show off John Wick, but they cleverly named it a John Wick series, The Continental. So I imagine they're going to pull off the same thing.
But I don't care about that.
I know, but it's their #1 show, and they're trying to get everybody's desperate for franchises. Apple TV, I mean,
IPs.
They're IPs. Like, name another Apple TV IP.
Nah, you're real. All right, you got me on that.
All right. I mean, Severance is one of them. Okay, but I'm not going to say that.
Well, I'm ready for that to come back.
Me too.
But Severance hasn't got the acclaim that Ted Lasso has.
Ted Lasso sells merch. I mean, let's move over to Ed for a second. Ed, what kind of sandals do you have?
What? Oh, let me show you. Because I'm wearing them.
Oh,
there you go.
Yo, what the fuck?
Incredible.
That's what I'm saying. Ted Lasso sells merch. We got Ed Lasso on his sandal here.
Ed Lasso.
I'm not gonna lie.
You're jealous.
If I find another pair,
Ed sent me a hat for my birthday. I would have taken the slides. Come on.
Oh, fuck. Extra sad because the hat never arrived.
Hey, that's personal. Okay. I wasn't going to bring that up.
Oh, but you brought it up.
Oh, look at me. Sorry, I've had too many beers.
Whoops.
Oops.
You sassy bitch. But yes, Ted Lasso everywhere.
Yeah, Ted Lasso is coming back for a second time around. Another one that's coming back a second time around is Happy Gilmore 2.
Guys.
Who put this in here? Was that you?
I put it in just because, but since we talked about it.
Ed previously mentioned he's a super big Adam Sandler fan. Go ahead.
I do like Adam Sandler, actually.
Big fan.
He's and actually Happy Gilmore is one of those movies I love. So
but you've never seen True Lies. Interesting. Okay. All right.
Hey, when growing up, that movie was too old for me. You know what I mean? I grew up with Terminator 2 and Titanic and Aliens, just not True Lies. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have much more to say than they just made it official. Happy Gilmore 2 is happening.
Louise
Shams,
I
what's
heard
that guy's name?
Bob Barker. Yeah, he's
the one who died. No, the other one.
Well,
Apollo Creed.
No, yeah, that one.
Wait,
yes,
what?
he plays Apollo Creed.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What was his name? I forgot.
Oh no, guys, this is bad.
I forgot what his name was. I haven't seen the movie.
He's also in Arrested Development. He's in Arrested Development, and he was also in Mandalorian.
Yes.
It's all in the... Anyway.
All right, what were we going to ask Miguel?
You guys know this?
Carl Weathers.
Travis Kelce. Yes.
You got it.
Travis Kelce's going to be in this one.
Travis Kelce. Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't know if I mean, it's
Taylor
fine.
and Travis.
Famous golf enthusiast Travis Kelce.
So Travis Kelce is making his way towards Hollywood because he's also going to be in another Hollywood movie. It's going to be like two bad cops like trying to make it through this like in the system or whatever.
And he's going to be a cop.
And then they're going to probably hire another comedian to lift him up because now he's got the light on him. So he's like, I'm going to try to transition my way.
He's going to play that shit too serious. So they're going to be like, Travis, no, stop.
No, it's going to be a slappy comedy, you know.
They're going to John Cena the shit.
Yes.
They're going to Channing Tatum the shit.
I was going to say, is he going for the Rock kind of career path, but with the actual successful NFL career?
Oh,
I don't know because we all know that.
I was like, hang on a second. We're not going to act like The Rock didn't have a run, okay? Yeah. We saw all those movies.
He's made a lot.
The Rundown.
When did it start and end?
For The Rock,
it ended at Black Adam
for The Rock.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah, and it's like dwindling at Moana too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What was the?
I don't know. I think that might spark his career back.
No. Like, sorry, the Moana remake. Like, nobody wants to see his fucking face anymore. Just put him behind Maui.
I talked about it on the pod, but when he made his return to WWE, he's like, I'm going to come back as a babyface, as like the hero. And then everyone booed him because he interrupted a storyline and also because The Rock isn't well liked right now. So then he's like, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to be a bad guy now. I'm a heel. And so now he's like taking ownership of the fact that like nobody likes him.
As he should. If that's his market, he should do that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, I mean, Taylor Swift has proven that she cannot act. So,
no one said anything about her being in this movie.
Yeah, no one attacked her.
Why
he was like, do you guys remember Valentine's Day?
She was also in that movie Amsterdam, and she was like in it for 2 seconds, and then she got run over
by the car.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when she got hit by the car.
Yeah, and then that's when everybody turned off the movie.
That's when I applauded.
Yeah, I applauded too. I thought it was hilarious. But yeah, I don't know. There's like this weird obsession of making people who aren't actors into actors, and
well,
so we're gonna have to endure.
It's his agent. He wants to, not kind of diversify himself.
Well, he obviously did an SNL, and I'll admit he wasn't terrible in that.
I think he's actually a pretty funny guy.
He was pretty funny, and again, just the SNL. That's all I've seen him do, really.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm being too cynical, but I'm not excited.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm excited.
He's totally like a theater kid that is just an athlete. You know what I mean? Like they were like, well, obviously you'll play football, but in the whatever off season, he's like, well, I'll do the musical. You know
he just at least has the confidence and the like some guys
for sure,
but like some sporty, like his brother, who I'm blanking on right now, Travis Kelce's brother.
Jason.
He is not an actor, and he knows it,
bro.
And he's comfortable with that. You know what I mean? I'm
gonna shout out their podcast real quick, though. You guys should watch that podcast. It's a fun one.
What's it they just signed like $100 million deal or something like that?
That's some Joe Rogan money. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're good. Boy. They're fun to listen to.
What's the podcast called?
It doesn't matter because we're not going to promote it on this one.
I'm going to shout out the podcast. What is it?
If you care, you'll find it.
You've already listened to it, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you already
fix your algorithm.
Travis Kelce's going to appear in Happy Gilmore 2, probably on Netflix because Netflix and Adam Sandler love each other.
Right.
And then Nikki Glaser is going to host the Golden Globes. I thought it was going to be the Oscars.
No, it's the Oscars.
I wish, Luis. I wish, but the Oscars couldn't handle that. Let's be honest.
Okay, wait a second. I'm sorry, Luis. We just got that text earlier. It was
the
Oscars.
We talked about
right?
the Oscars.
No, it's the Golden Globes.
Hold on. I feel like I'm being gaslit right now.
It's the Golden Globes.
Let's check the receipts because I'm pretty sure someone said Oscars earlier. We had a whole conversation about it.
Nobody said the Oscars. Nikki Glaser.
They changed the link on us, Miguel. They rewrote it for us.
Listen, my immediate level history shot way down. I don't care that she's hosting the Golden Globes.
Well, no. Here's the fun thing about the Golden Globes. It's when like all the celebrities like get drunk for one, but two, it's like the award show that everybody shits on, and it's like they welcome the scrutiny. Like the last few years, ever since that epic Ricky Gervais one, like they've just brought in America. They keep bringing in
Jervis.
These comedians who just kind of like tear into them and call them out on their shit.
Sorry, just to call you out on your shit. You sent a link earlier that said website from the Oscar-raised community on Reddit.
That's what it was.
She's hosting the Golden Globe. So we didn't read that whole link clearly. So that's our
you
bad.
looked at the source, which is weird in today's climate.
I looked at her face and I saw Oscar race.
Sources nowadays.
Yeah, you check sources. You just say facts. I just knew and people believe you.
John Mulaney passed, and I was like, on
rightfully
the Oscars,
so.
And I was like, okay, Nikki Glaser can do the Oscars. That sounds 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
I'm about to comment on this Reddit post. I'm be like, we don't only talk about the Oscars.
I mean, maybe the Oscars haven't found their guy yet because Jimmy Kimmel said he wasn't returning. So, maybe Nikki.
You know who
Glaser,
they should get? They should just get Kevin Hart. You know what I mean? It's been enough years. Let's let Kevin Hart just do it. You know what I mean?
He did it a couple years ago, right?
And then right after that, Louis C.K. can come out. You know what I mean?
Watch them bring.
Want to be the rehabilitation show? Just PR.
Watch them bring Chris Rock back.
Let's let Jeffrey Epstein come out and be like, I'm still alive.
What?
Yeah,
and he could co-host with Harvey Weinstein. That's great.
Yeah, perfect. We'll call it A Night in Paradise. It'll be great.
That'll be the theme. Yeah,
that'll get eyeballs on the show.
Yeah. That's coming soon. Corner. We're going to our next segment. That's also coming soon, but it's actually called Trailer Talk. We got a couple trailers here, a couple Netflix trailers, a couple other trailers. We got an animated trailer, an anime trailer. But guess what? It's covering. Ed,
The Lord of the Rings.
Yes. What's it called?
Yes.
The War of the Rohirrim.
Tell us all about it, Ed. What is this? You're a big Lord of the Rings stan, big fan,
okay.
A big head?
Well, I'll just start off by saying I don't know what this covers. I don't know what this story is about. But so Peter Jackson produced movie is coming to theaters this Christmas. And it is full-on anime. Like, there's no, in between. It is just like a full-on anime with following a War of the Rohirrim. But I'm not familiar with, frankly, but they definitely lean into the nostalgia portion in this trailer. Harkening back to the original trilogy. They've got the stirring music and everything. So this was like our first look. We've talked about it a couple of times on the podcast. So they finally dropped the trailer. I assume we all watched it.
Yes,
for sure.
And what are reactions? I'm excited. I'm not big into anime generally speaking, but
I'm super big into anime and Lord of the Rings. So this.
What's your favorite anime series, Miguel?
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z. That's the easiest one. Just say that.
Well, Ed, if you're a plebe, you're going to say Dragon Ball Z, okay?
How common of you.
I'm more of a Naruto.
Oh, you just Googled that. I saw you on your
Hang on.
Your finger
Chat GPT. Please fucking name an anime show.
Tell me the best anime.
I've got the synopsis real quick.
We love it.
A sudden attack by Wolf, a clever and ruthless.
Attack on Titan. That's the one I watch.
Apple Titan.
That's nice. No. One Punch Man. That's a good
Apple
one.
Titan. The story of Johnny Appleseed. Apple Titan.
A ruthless Dunletting lord seeking vengeance for the death of his father forces Helm Hammerhand, the king of Rohan, and his people
great name.
to make a daring last stand in the ancient stronghold of the Hornburg, aka Helm's Deep. And Helm Hammerhand is being voiced by none other than Brian Cox. Miranda Otto is returning to this as Eowyn, amongst other cast members who are going to be of no significant value here. But anyway, the trailer looked cool, like very Lord of the Ringsy. Obviously, I'm riding on a wave right now because Rings of Power is about to start. So, yeah, I'm excited. Anybody else feelings?
Yeah, I feel like I could have watched this at home, but
wait for Redbox.
Well, it was a trailer. I hoped you did. You know, something else that I won't even watch at home. I won't watch it at all. Is Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
How dare you?
So if you're going to talk shit, okay, Ed, we can talk about.
Hey, I was trying to get you guys invested here. No. I got crickets. Fuck you guys.
The way I would run
movie
to the
of the
theater.
franchise I have not watched.
No, hang on. The way I would run to a movie theater to see Sonic the Hedgehog 3 before I ran to Ed's kitchen to get whatever meal he's cooking. Okay.
Here we go.
You know what I mean?
Here we go.
Absolutely not. Okay. Keanu Reeves is in this movie. Ed, do you have Keanu Reeves in your kitchen? No, you don't. Okay?
Yeah. Hey, Keanu.
I got a John you can wick, okay? You're not gonna win me over talking shit about Sonic 3, okay?
We're gonna do Speed later.
Jim Carrey was like, I'm retired, and then they said, do you want to do Sonic 3? He said, well, yeah.
I like Sonic. I like Sonic. Obviously the nostalgia factor of Sonic, you know, growing up with, you know, I have a little brother. We played Sonic 2 on Sega Genesis for many, many, many hours. And I always made him Tails and he had to carry me around the level.
I know that feeling.
That was great getting carried. But I think it's going to be, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to break any box office records or anything like that. But I like Jim Carrey. I mean, he puts his all into every role that he plays, and I kind of liked that they're leaning into kind of the portly Robotnik, at least at the beginning, because that's you know, classically how he's portrayed. I think that'll be fun.
Sean, can I get your retrospective? You remember a few years ago when Sonic came out and they were like, here's Sonic, and it was like the worst Sonic you've ever seen in your entire life?
That's so funny because I wrote that down. I wanted to get y'all's thoughts on that.
Let's go.
Because I was going to ask you guys, you know, the movie and media aficionados, do you feel like the studios put that out as kind of a test to see where people were landing on the visuals? Yeah. I mean, you know, did it drum up the talk of the movie? You know, they say any press is, you know, bad press is just press. You know? Interesting.
I think that's a lot deeper than what they were trying to do.
I think that's also giving studios too much credit. I think studios are definitely capable of backtracking, but I don't think they, you know, and I think also the creators have been, or directors or whatever, have been very open towards like the fact that they wanted to make the right design that felt right to audience members, so they did. But yeah, I don't think that was a conscious decision by the studio. I think maybe because of the backlash, they were on board for it. But
would they have done like focus groups on the trailer before releasing it to the masses? Like, is that kind of, I'm not sure of like the timeline on, you know, how movies are made and stuff like that. Like, if they had done focus groups, like surely someone would have said he looks like an ill, you know,
Why does
he looks like he's dying? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, I know each production's a little bit different, and sometimes they can be really insular with themselves. Like, oh yeah, that looks good, and then when they put it out there,
okay.
They're
feeling themselves.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of lift each other up, and in this instance, it does feel like for example, with Deadpool, like when there was that leak, and they're like, oh, now we got to do Deadpool. Like that was purposeful. Like that, they definitely leaked that on purpose to get Deadpool going. But I kind of feel like that one they had no idea. Like they were just
they were like
base.
They really thought they had.
They were
like,
we have to make Sonic look grounded. We have to make him look real, and so we have to make his eyes right. We have to make his whole face right. You know, we have to give him teeth.
And I personally do not feel like this like comic accurate look towards things. I don't vibe with that 100% of the time. But the moment I saw that Sonic, I said,
of the time,
Can you make him look like Sonic, please?
Yeah, that's what we all want.
Why does he look like that?
We didn't need to see what an actual hedgehog who can stand on its legs.
I would have preferred if they went like hyper realistic with a hedgehog with like the spikes, and he's little,
just spray painted blue,
and he scoots across the screen, and you're like, he's moving so fast.
Oh my god, blazing!
Do your kids watch? Have your kids watched the Sonic movies?
Yeah, we go through spurts of, we'll discover a movie on TV and then it's on my TV for 3 months straight. So Sonic was definitely one of those.
Yeah.
The first one I think did a really, great job of like showing how the rings are incorporated, the big stuff. I thought it was really cool seeing, it brought to life, but
I think
the second one was all right, but
I think it's a fun franchise. I mean, it makes a lot of money. Like it's every time it's competed with a big movie, it's always won out. And there's a reason why people are going. In fact, before Mario Brothers, this was the highest grossing video game of all time was Sonic 2. And it does resonate with kids a lot. And it's a fun, I put it on. I had a fun time. I know it's for kids, but I can't judge it on it too much, but it was fun. And Sonic, we're seeing another Sonic character, Shadow. Now, I didn't play Sonic a lot because I didn't have a Sega. All right, I always went to other kids' house and I said, "Can I play on your Sega?" Because all I have is a Nintendo.
You didn't play on the Dreamcast? Weird.
What's that? Yeah, no Sega, no Dreamcast, nothing like that. I know Knuckles is not a what's it called? What are these things called?
Hedgehogs.
Hedgehogs. I haven't eaten all day. Forgive me. I haven't eaten all day. What is this game? What's his name? Sonic? Okay. What are we doing? No,
Knuckles,
I know.
Isn't a hedgehog?
Knuckles is not a hedgehog.
I don't know what the word
Knuckles is like
it looks like enchilada. So that's what I'm going to go with.
He's like an
Echinida.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. And he has his own show, right? After the second. Okay.
On Paramount Plus.
Yeah, I was going to say, they've tried to expand this a whole lot. Apparently, he got a series before Tails.
That one was received really well too. The Knuckles TV series, so everyone's really hyped on the whole Sonic thing. I guess Shadow's a big character in the whole Sonic world, but I'm kind of tired of seeing all these hedgehogs just running around. Like I kind of want a different villain. Like I get it. This one's black. This one's red. This one's whatever. Like different color coded.
I just feel like I've never heard Incanita before, and someone say it sounds like enchilada, and it just made me so hungry for a hedgehog.
Hedgehog? Yeah,
I would
definitely.
If someone was like, "It's a hedgehog enchilada," I'd be like, "Well, what kind of sauce is on it?"
Don't ask how the sausage is made. Just eat it.
Just cheese.
I'll eat it.
Give it to me.
Green chili.
I don't know how I feel about the Sonic Robotnik kind of team up because it doesn't feel right. I mean, they're mortal enemies in the video game franchise, and so it's weird that initially the thought he's going to turn on.
He's going to turn on Sonic. him, and then
Shadow's going to go
help
good.
And then they'll go out and fight together.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Wow.
Almost exactly what happened with Knuckles in his movie. So I mean, just run it back. Just a new character.
Yeah. Knuckles was so happy in this one. I've never seen him so cheery in my life when he came out. He was like, "Hello, dude."
He likes to fight.
He does.
He likes to fight.
He's got them big old knuckles.
He's got them big knucks.
So we got Knuckles. Oh, we got Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and now we got some Netflix movies. Ed, you put all these movies. Talk about them.
Yeah. All right, so real quick, I'll get this one out of the way because we had a funny little discussion about it. They just dropped the trailer for the upcoming series Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story. So this is kind of like a true crime series starring Javier Bardem and Chloe. No, wait. Is it Chloe Sevigny?
Why do we even have you?
No, Chloe Sevigny. I think I'm right.
Give us the...
Anyway, so we were talking about this earlier. This is obviously based on the real murders of the parents of the Lyle and Eric Menendez. I didn't know
brothers.
I didn't know much about this crime. I feel like I have heard about it before, like maybe bits and bobs of it.
Okay,
but the trailer was very what?
Sorry, Ed, Sean, Luis, the Menendez brothers.
Yeah.
Did you think of the photo of them real quick? Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Yes, it is on the Mark Jackson New York Knicks basketball card. Mark Jackson is in the middle of the game.
He's in the background.
And they are sitting courtside behind Mark Jackson.
After they committed the
Shortly
murder.
after they committed the murders, yes.
You guys.
How? Were the parent... Did they...
No, they were dead. So they didn't know. They were dead. Yeah.
Oh, word?
This is before anyone even found, the parents or whatever.
I gotta look this up.
Look up the photo. They are
I've seen that picture because it came up recently.
Yeah. That's really the only part of the story that I am very familiar with.
Sean, apparently there's a big talk on some behind the scenes things going on that Luis and Ed were talking about earlier today.
Yeah. So the trailer starts off in kind of like a photo shoot where we hear this voiceover of Javier Bardem talking to Chloe Sevigny, and they're talking about something going on, and it kind of like feels like the dad has been doing something with the boys because the boys are acting strange or something. And then it cuts to this very kind of like gorgeously shot, very colorful, very vivid, slow-mo shot of the two brothers, kind of blood spattered, going towards each other and giving a very kind of intimate embrace. So that raised some questions with Luis.
I've heard about the Menendez bros. I've never heard this angle before.
Me neither. I had no idea this angle was. I mean, maybe they're just really close siblings.
I'm worried that like Netflix is like, let's Netflix it or whatever. Like let's zhuzh it up a little bit.
It's also being produced by one of the biggest producers, Ryan Murphy, who's done American Horror Story, American Crime Story. He's done Nip Tuck. He's done.
So this is kind of like in the same vein of American Crime, Monsters. The previous one they did was for the Jeffrey Dahmer.
Right. I was about to say, wasn't the creator of Dahmer as well?
Yeah. Exactly.
So same kind of bit, continuing on that trend with these two lads, which is kind of an interesting choice, like an interesting next step from Jeffrey Dahmer, who is, obviously, I guess I don't know enough details about this particular case, but it wasn't they're not like serial killers like Jeffrey Dahmer.
No, was. It was very pointed.
Yeah, okay. So
I
anyway,
think it's good though. I think you can't do another like intense serial killer. You have to change it up from like one protagonist to two. They're not really serial killers. They're like it's nice to have some sort of difference between each season. So.
Yeah, and I do like the crime story ones. The Giovanni, no,
OJ,
no. Well, that was one.
OJ
Clinton,
and then what was the other one?
That's it.
John Wayne Gacy?
No,
Versace.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah. So yeah, no, it would be interesting. Anyway, to wrap that segment up, Netflix, we're done with the summer, guys. We're getting into my favorite time of year. It's award season. And so Netflix, I guess, is basically unveiling all its slate coming this award season. A big one is the piano lesson, which is a play adaptation from August Wilson, I think it was, right?
Yep.
And then Emilia Perez, which was blowing up in Cannes earlier this year, and finally got like another trailer, and that one stars Zoe Saldana and that one girl we were talking about just the other day, and I'm blanking on her name. Selena
Jennifer
Gomez.
Lopez. No. Close.
So yeah, yes, and I thought both trailers were very intriguing, though I'm more excited about Emilia Perez. In my the piano lesson, I also sent you guys a tweet from Barry Jenkins, the director.
Oh.
He was praising this movie, The Piano Lesson, that is, left and right. And there's a lot of buzz around some of the performances, including Samuel L. Jackson is potentially for, I want to say, supporting, but it also stars John David Washington, Danielle Deadwyler, Ray Fisher. Yeah, that's coming November 22nd, and it follows the lives of the Charles family as they deal with themes of family legacy and more in deciding what to do with an heirloom, the family piano. And then, I guess since I'm doing it...
And then Emilia Perez is also, that one's it's like a musical, right?
It is a musical, and it's like, it just looks gripping. I'm very looking forward to that. Sorry, I'm trying to pull it up. If out of the two, I would say this one is kind of like getting a lot of buzz, comparatively speaking. Mexico today. Lawyer Rita receives an unexpected offer. She has to help a feared cartel boss retire from his business and disappear forever by becoming the woman he's always dreamed of being.
All right. When does it come out, Ed?
That one comes out November 13th.
Mark your calendar, Miguel. November 13th. Let me see.
I know you're looking for that one, buddy. But yeah.
That's the news. We're going to roll into our feature discussion, but what is it? I don't know. We're going to talk about the state of social media just for a second. We're all like on our Instagram or TikTok, and that's it. So no, let's talk
There's
about
a couple more out there,
Miguel,
I think.
I'm going to let you lead this conversation because, you're the social king.
That's me, you guys. No, I was excited because Sean was like, I want to come on the pod. And I was like, hell yeah. And he was like, I want to talk about social media. And I was like, fuck yes, let's go. I love social media.
All while sitting at a Whataburger.
Oh, I wish we had Whataburgers where I'm at.
Oh,
maybe.
Sounds so good.
No, dude. I have to drive an hour away just to get Whataburger.
Do you guys like the onion rings?
Hey, Ed.
They're hit or miss.
No, don't
indulge me. Don't indulge me, Sean. Move on.
For the next 45 minutes, Ed should be cool.
We can all agree, though, it's better than anything In-N-Out puts out there.
It's better than any place that does onion rings.
I mean,
I'm just talking about Whataburger in general.
I don't know. I feel like I've had
over
pretty good
In-N-Out.
Yeah. They go crazy about it In-N-Out here in California. They start in traffic problems.
Well, guess what?
I'm just trying to go straight on the street.
It sucks.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
I'm trying to go straight on the street, and I can't because people are waiting in line to go into In-N-Out. It's like we don't need to be waiting this long for it.
Oh no!
Sorry, we're talking about social media.
I've derailed this. I'm so sorry.
Follow our dreams. Okay, sorry, Luis.
I've derailed this. Social media, go.
Well, hang on, let's start one. Guys, social media. All right. Sean, you came on to talk about it. I assume you love social media as much as I do. Okay. I send links to Ed and Luis, and they go, "Huh?" And I'm like, "How do you not know?" Okay.
Fuck off.
I love a good social media meme session.
Let me ask two questions right off the back. First off, for the group, what is like your number one social media? What's the app that you check every morning when you wake up or whatever? And we'll go down the list. Sean, you're the guest. What's the social media you jump to?
I'd say it's probably a tie between Reddit and TikTok, to be honest.
Okay.
I feel like I've crafted my TikTok algorithm in such a way that it's nonstop laughs. Sprinkle in some sentimental, military members coming home, to shed the tear every once in a while.
Yes, sir.
And but just overall, just silly shenanigans would be that would be it tied for top 2. It depends on what day.
Luis, what about you?
That's solid. I'm going to give a little perspective and context to my life. So Miguel and Ed are an hour and 2 hours ahead of me. So they're having conversations early in the morning when I'm asleep, when I'm passed out. So when I wake up, I have woken up to a litany of reels and memes and messages. So the first thing I do is I have to clear all my notifications because I'm that guy. Okay.
Oh, no.
So the first thing I have to do is I open up my Instagram and I'm reading this thing like a newspaper. I'm going through every reel. I'm going through every message. I'm replying. I'm reacting. I'm responding. So I would have to say because of that, Instagram would be my go-to. And then I guess Reddit and then TikTok. I've been cooling on TikTok, but I'm getting back into it. There was a moment when TikTok, hold on. I know there was a moment when TikTok, was the one for me for a while, but I think because the three of us, like Miguel, Ed, and me, we post on Instagram a lot and we just message through Instagram. You've kind of reoriented myself on that platform.
For sure.
But if it was just me alone, I would probably be on TikTok. And there's a lot more like newer stuff on TikTok comparatively to Instagram sometimes. But and then Reddit, those are probably my top 3.
No, I hate that because sometimes you'll send things and be like, "Oh, TikTok is where it's at," and then I send a reel and you're like, oh, "I already saw it on TikTok." I'm like, "God damn it!"
It really does show. Honestly, it shows up like 2 weeks later.
It does.
I know. Ed, what about you? What's your social?
Reddit,
tag us below at Ed Nelius. Go ahead.
Reddit. I told Sarah this the other day. Like, she'll send me reels occasionally on Instagram, and I was like, I saw this 2 days ago.
Occasionally?
All the time, all the fucking time. And I'll be like, oh, I saw this 2 days ago on Reddit.
No, you did not.
I do frequently.
You voiced that you've seen it. That's a bold move. I just say, oh, and I react, and it's great.
And also, baby, I hate your food. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and spit in her face. You know what I mean?
Hey, I hate you. Don't send me anything ever again.
I've seen it all. Okay.
No, the running joke in the running joke in our chat is Reddit. They call themselves the front page of the internet. I always feel like it's like the last page of the internet. Like whenever I'm getting a Reddit link, I'm like, I've already seen it.
No.
Because Miguel, tell us what you mostly consume. I think this will answer.
Okay. Yeah. So my number one thing every morning I wake up, if it's not Wordle, okay, I'm stepping aside and I'm reading Twitter, okay, and I'm gonna call it Twitter, okay.
Cool.
We don't call it X in my house, okay. Fuck Elon, all right.
Yeah, but you're still actually just like going along with it.
Nar, Ed. I jump on and I'm front page of the internet. I'm on Twitter. Okay. I'm reading those trends. And then you send me something on Reddit, I'm like, oh, that's kind of new. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
But when I get a TikTok, I'm like, ugh, I gotta click on it. You know what I mean? It's
you gotta click on a tweet too.
Well, I already have Twitter. TikTok is like a secondary app. You know what I mean?
Okay, there are times when you send out a tweet to me, and then it's like I get no context from this thumbnail. It's like, this is hilarious, and I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Well,
you're like,
I appreciate it.
Hang on. Similarly, how you have to open up a TikTok.
I appreciate the fact. First off, Luis. All right, you ate on that shit, all right? Like, I hear you, okay? Like, sometimes I'm sending tweets, and Luis is the one that's like, he will click it, and he will open it, and he will understand the context. And it's like, and no offense, Ed. Okay, Sean, welcome to the chat. Ed, sometimes I have to, like, screenshot a tweet just because I'm like, I need you to understand the context. The fact that I sent Costco guys today, and Ed opened those TikToks, you know what I mean, to watch the link.
I bet you were so relieved.
Kind of, you know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, ugh.
And wait. My eyes were burning, and I wish I had never witnessed.
Okay,
but here we are.
Sorry, I've asked so many people today, so Sean, forgive me if I've already asked this.
Go ahead.
Sean.
Yes.
Do you know Costco, guys?
Is it the two? It's the two dudes that everything they say is questionable at best. Oh no! Okay, I'm thinking of something else then.
No, who are you thinking about?
Yeah. I'll have to look them up. I'll send them to you.
Okay, Sean. Costco guys is the dad and the little boy, and they go, "We're Costco guys," and they eat like a chicken bake and a hot dog, and then they buy things at Costco.
Time out. Miguel, have you tried this chicken bake? Because I'm not clear. First off, hang on. I'm not clear on what this fucking thing is, but the fact that the kid kept eating it, I was
he's a big boy. He's a big boy, and I'm not going to say anything else. Okay.
What's up with this chicken bake?
I'm going to tell you this, Ed. I'll spot you my Costco membership. You go try the Costco bake. Okay, the chicken bake. Sorry. Right. It's pretty good. Okay.
Okay.
And what you really need to do, you guys lock in for a second. Hang on. I've been drinking.
I'm here.
I've been drinking. So here we go.
All right.
You get the chicken bake, and you get a Costco hot dog. You take the bread away from the hot dog. You take the Costco hot dog weenie. You stick it in the chicken bake. You have a Costco membership. You guys are welcome. All right.
Whoa. Okay.
And how much is that? Much is that? Because it's got to be a valuable price.
$3.
Luis, you're like, how much is that? It's less than $3. Okay, it's like
for two of them.
Oh, baby, you can't even go to McDonald's on these prices. Okay, like
why doesn't Costco have a drive-through?
Yeah. No, you walk up. You can get that. You can get the Costco. Costco just recently was like, you have to have a membership to get to our food court because it's so popping. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you used to be able to if you were just eating, you could go in. You didn't have to have a membership.
Okay, Sean. So you're in the shadows over here.
I think I've been to Costco one time.
But you ate there?
I did eat there. No, I didn't go there exclusively to eat. I went with someone that had a membership and they were shopping. Yes.
I
just imagine Target or Walmart or fucking Best Buy even, okay? O'Reilly's Auto Shop, whatever.
Circuit City.
Just imagine you walked in and they said, "Hey, do you want a snack while you walk down the aisles?" You would kind of do it.
I would say yes, 100%. It's kind of like how Kroger
sometimes you're hungry.
And H-E-B, some Krogers and some H-E-Bs, and Whole Foods even, they have like little wine bars where you can get like a pint of beer or a glass of wine and do your grocery shopping whilst you're getting drunk.
Beautiful.
That's the American dream right there. But once I have a drink or two, maybe I want some. You still haven't described it, but some chicken thing that was baked.
It's a chicken bake. Sorry. Hang on, Ed. It's like think about a Hot Pocket. Okay. But think about a Hot Pocket that's doubled, so it's like two Hot Pockets on top of each other. Okay, so like a long. Okay. That's a long.
See, I thought it was like just a giant piece of chicken.
No. Hang on. I'll go further. It's a chicken bake. Okay, it's like chicken a wrap where like the outside is kind of breading like a Hot Pocket, and the inside is like chicken, bacon,
cheese,
and it's got like this like cheesy Alfredo sauce.
Yeah.
Okay, so you you bite into it, and it's a texture. And people are saying you cut a hole into it and you put a hot dog weenie in there and you get a chicken baked Costco hot dog. No, I know that you guys don't. Sorry, I know you guys don't. No, I just.
Whoa, got intense there for a second.
And the pizza and the cookie, the double cookie.
Okay, so it's a double chunk chocolate cookie. Is what you say.
Double chocolate cookie. That fucking video.
But first off, you can buy everything on the Costco menu. If you pay attention to the Costco guys, you can buy everything on the Costco food menu for less than $30. Okay, that's talking
like one of each. Is that what you're saying?
One of each food, drink, whatever. A whole pizza, maybe a slice. But that's the thing is you can get a hot dog with a drink. Everyone pay attention. Hot dog with a drink, a slice of pizza, a fucking whatever one other thing, and all of a sudden you're paying less than $10 and your whole family can eat, okay? Now, Ed, I know you're about to have a second kid, so maybe you add a couple dollars, but I'm just saying it's relatively...
You're at $40 now.
It's relatively cheap. It's kind of surprising. You walk in and you're like, shit, all right, let's do it. Now, if I spend $300 at Costco, I better be walking away with like a $9 meal for all three of us.
That's true. That's how it is.
It is a better food situation than IKEA. You know, you got to go through the whole
No, let me say this. Have you ever eaten at IKEA?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll kill every single one of you. But
okay, well, first of all, you're saying have you eaten there? Like, did I go there specifically to have a sit down meal? No.
Did you? Because you did.
No, I went to IKEA and there happened to be food there.
But you would go to Costco and eat some food there, and we're not going to act like you wouldn't. Okay,
I would go. Like, if it's perfect for like during lunchtime. If you live close to a Costco,
right,
you go there for lunch, or if you work close to a Costco.
Yeah.
I know some people that did that. That's what they would do for lunch every day. They'd just go to Costco.
Can I just make a pledge real quick? Okay.
Please do.
There's Ed, wake up. All right. There's 4 of us here on this podcast.
Yes.
Let's all go this week. Okay.
Wait, don't you need a membership now?
Yeah, you need a membership to go to Costco.
I can't afford that.
Who doesn't have a membership? Not me. I have one. Okay. I tried gifting 2 out of 4 of you on this podcast. So Costco membership. Okay. I'm just saying this week. Let's go to Costco. Let's get a pizza and we'll talk. You know what I mean? I'll give you guys a trial. I'm not going to talk about this any further.
Next time we're in Colorado, just take us out.
It's the Costco guys. It's AJ. It's Big Justice. It's the Rizzler. Do you guys know who the Rizzler is?
Is that
These are terrible people.
youngest son or the daughter?
The mother of Big Justice. You know.
Oh, that is the mother.
And then they went on and did like spin-off podcasts. You guys don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Costco guys. We're Costco guys.
I get that.
I mean, I understand
meme.
Like the meme. We're Denver guys. We're Houston guys. We're auto mechanic guys. We're podcast guys.
The double chunk chocolate cookie. You guys know what I'm talking
students.
About? Yeah, we're college
We're
students.
brothers. Yeah.
All right. Listen.
We're Menendez brothers.
We're Disney kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then go catch a basketball game.
Oh, that's really good.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and I'll send you guys all the links in our private chat later. But I what blows my mind is I just feel this is the last thing. I'm done. Okay. Because I just feel like I'm like
I was just laughing to Miguel.
I'm like religiously online. I'm always on my phone, and I feel like sometimes the algorithm is like, oh, Miguel. But the internet has made a meme about these Costco guys, and it's wild that I talked to like 17 different people today, and they all did not know what I was talking about.
If you're saying I'm a Costco guy, like they ripped that idea off of somebody else. Like that is not their original.
100%. But the Costco guys specifically, AJ, Big Justice, the Rizzler. Like, it's wild that you don't know who I'm talking about.
I don't get the reference.
I guess they're not famous enough. You know what I mean? I guess they need to do
better.
What?
Hey, a 3:15, they release their reels every day.
I guess they're total absolute garbage.
It's a boom or doom. And this conversation is a doom. Okay. There's some people that understand what I'm talking about, and that is who I'm talking to.
Let us know down in the comments below. Tweet at us, message us, do whatever you want to contact us.
I forgot we were talking about social media.
Yeah.
Can I get back to the point? Hey, guys.
Yes.
Did I say this already? I've been jerky. What was your first social media? Like, what was the one, Ed, we'll chat with you in a second. What was your first social media that you logged into on the internet?
MySpace.
Yeah.
Ed?
What was the question?
Ed, what was your social media, your first one?
MySpace.
Okay.
Why?
Thank you.
Don't give us.
What about you, Miguel?
Isn't that literally the very first social media?
I'm surprised.
Unless we're going to go deep and say, it was my email. My very first email.
No, I'm surprised.
Dig was Reddit before Reddit.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean and Luis, you guys are older than us. I'm surprised you didn't say Zanga. You know what I mean?
Zanga, the poker game app?
Yo, Sean, you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I didn't get anywhere near it.
Luis,
MySpace was definitely the first one.
I know Zanga, the poker game app.
You don't know Zanga?
Like I said, the poker game app.
It was the journaling app. Okay, it was like journaling.
You know, I'm not
journaling
anything up there. You know what I mean? I've been on Twitter journaling. I'm looking at pictures, swiping, and liking. Like that's what I'm doing.
No, for sure. On to the next,
baby. It used to be that. It used to be MySpace, Facebook, Instagram, and then Vine. You know what I mean? Vine was where it was at.
Facebook and MySpace. Do you guys remember having to be invited to that social media?
Yes.
Facebook, I remember you had to be in college.
You had to have a college email.
You had to have a college email. And 2005, when we graduated, us old people, that was the first year Facebook came.
Totally.
Came out, and we had to wait until. I remember I had to wait until I actually enrolled in college.
And there were some colleges
and had to have an email generated for me that had .edu at the end of it.
Yeah. And there are some colleges that didn't have it. They're like, oh, petition your college to have, to be connected to Facebook. And I remember it was actually really useful because I was able to put my college course in there, like Psych 101 or, Math 102, whatever the fuck it was. And then I was able to see everybody who was in that class. So if I was friends with them, I'd be like, oh, we're taking the same class together. And it was like super useful because when I got around campus.
That was that early days where it was a practical tool.
Oh, it was great.
It was great. And I made a lot of friends that way. I was like, hey.
And if you hadn't talked to someone in a while, you hit them with a poke. You poke them.
Poke them.
Hey, bro, I used to have some girls poke me, and I was like, hang on a second.
Not sure that's how it should have gone.
No, it worked for me.
It worked out. It worked out well.
I just remember those like early days of social media where it was like it was like a Wild West. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then here we are, like 20 years later. Oh my god.
What do you think the next kind of hook and catch will be with the next like big social media?
Well, for sure, right now, is TikTok right now, right? And it's like, what's it?
Yeah, it seems like everybody is.
TikTok is like, think about Vine. You know what I mean? Like Vine was a moment.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a Vine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had Vine.
We did, yeah.
Ed?
Yeah.
Like Vine, TikTok, like that's the evolution. Move on. Yeah, of course.
What?
Hey Ed, when you were on Vine, about how long, like into a minute, would you post a video? 5 seconds, 30 seconds.
This is a trick question.
45 seconds. Vine.
I don't know.
It was 6 seconds, you asshole. All right, so
I knew you testing me.
No, sorry.
And I remember that being so frustratingly pointless.
Okay, first off,
it was very entertaining.
Right?
I had a lot of dark days, and then Vine lifted me up again.
We would not have. Like I needed more time. Like,
no, we have too much time. Now we're having 3-minute TikTok.
If you can't get your
I'm not watching the whole thing.
Absolutely right.
If you can't get your message in 6 seconds, I don't want to hear it.
Like those Costco boys.
Shut it down.
Absolutely. No,
don't send me a long ass TikTok or reel. You know what I'm saying?
You can shit talk them because Vine walked. You know what I mean? You could get content out in 6 seconds or less. Now everything is 45 seconds and everyone's nodding after every time they take a bite of chicken nuggets. Okay? It's not good. Okay. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Can I say something? Sorry. We're talking about... Okay. I have to say it now because it's been bubbling up for so long.
Let's go.
Okay, listen. We're talking about favorite social media. Can we just talk about the things that we don't like to watch in social media? Because I got two of them. One of them is people in cars talking to me, and number two is people eating in front of me. I don't want any of that content, and I don't want to see it anymore.
Luis, they're in their fucking cars talking to you while they eat
I've given it a shot. I don't want to see it anymore. Don't ever send it to me again. I will not click it. I will not look at it, and I will ban it.
Can I add a third one?
Yes, please.
Can the prank culture be done, please?
Yes.
I hate.
Yes.
If it's something small and innocent, like to a family member or whatever, great. If you're going to the mall and just like pranking, like putting buckets on random people's heads and be like, oh it's a joke.
The buckets on the head and then the fake sneezes. You know
the fake sneezes, anything to a stranger is.
Wait, do farts count?
No.
Okay, the one where the guy is
I am tickled pink.
Tell us why.
There's
Ed,
one guy.
Ed, real quick, just visually show us. Take a step back and fart real quick, like you do in that video. Go ahead. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Yeah. Go to our YouTube. Watch this. YouTube at Punch Truck. He's moving chairs right now.
He's rearranging.
Look at him. He's fucking doing.
The guy. He like. And but
I'm just more so. Hang on, let's let him get.
That's a Vine right there.
That is a Vine.
Congratulations, Ed! You just made a Vine. and you got your message across.
Oh, he didn't hear it. He didn't hear it. Say it again, Sean. Say it again, Sean.
You got your Vine. Congratulations. You just made a Vine. And it's going to go viral. I can assure you.
Yeah.
On Vine.
Yeah, on Vine. Yeah, you have to search the dark web for it, but you can get it.
All of our algorithms that I was like, Costco guys, and Ed was like, hey, have you guys seen fart videos?
You say it like it's a fetish. It's not. It just like
no, it's a fetish.
Cracks me to like tears. Like,
see,
like
that's
the straight facedness of it. Just like walking along Central Park, and suddenly this guy just like
he's like, shouldn't have that chicken.
He does a spin. Like he starts grabbing his ass. It's great. It's brilliant. Comedy genius at is finest.
First time, I love that because Ed's algorithm is like, hey, you were just in New York last year. And they were also like, do you like farts?
Hey, we saw your geolocation in New York. You like farts by chance?
Yeah, but you fart in New York.
Do I?
This is in Central Park.
9/11 was caused by farts?
Hey, you like flatulence? Farting?
Just big.
This vid's for you. Fart. No, I'm okay with that because that's not really. I mean, you're not really bringing any harm. You're not putting anybody out of their way.
You know, anybody pink eye.
Yeah, you're not
speaking of some hot
hot gas.
Some hot gas. I've got talking points here. We're talking about social media. Let's imagine every single one of us was on Hot Ones on YouTube, okay?
Hosted by
Sean Evans.
There you go.
Damn.
Before I ever met Sean.
Before me.
Oh, okay, my bad. Don't sue us. Don't sue us, Sean Evans.
Because you know, when I see a bald white man, I go, he was born before me. That's what I would say.
Yeah. I think he's my predecessor.
Before I ever met Sean, I made his profile photo the Sean Evans from Hot Ones. And the first time I met Sean, I said, oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. Exact opposite. Got it.
Okay, cool. Guys, imagine social media. We're talking socials. Imagine you were on Hot Ones. You were promoting whatever you were promoting. How far into the Hot Ones lineup do you think you could last? There's like 10 wings, right? Bone in, bone out. How far do you think you would get? Ed, we'll start with you.
I mean, I give myself two.
Two?
Very DJ Khaled of you. That's good.
Damn, I felt that. That guy couldn't even walk on dirt with new shoes. So that's disappointing.
Wow,
Ed. Okay, you came in. We were talking about Vine earlier. You were like, no,
how about you? Call me fucking DJ Khaled again.
Yo, I didn't realize you were online like that. Luis, about how many wings do you think you could get?
It's the front page.
No, this is a hard question. I've never had I've never tried the sauces. You know how he sells all the sauces before it sells to people?
If that's a picture of a nuclear cloud, I'm out.
Yeah. I have no idea. I've never tried the hot sauces, so I can't even fathom which wing I'm going to go. I could be 2, it could be 5, it could be 7.
Stop. Okay, but have you ever gone to Buffalo Wild Wings? Okay,
I mean,
have you had a medium wing?
I've had a medium wing. Yeah, I've had a spicy garlic wing.
Okay. But they have a range on the menu. They have a range on the menu. Have you ever had jam and jalapeno? You know what I mean?
That's not spicy though. I like spicy garlic.
The word spicy is
I don't think these guys start at jammy jalapeno. I think
of course they don't.
Higher.
But I'm just like, what kind of like moxie do you have? You know,
I don't
what I mean?
know.
Like,
I've never had that.
What kind of gusto are you carrying?
Why don't we order it and then we can just try it here in the pod?
I'm gonna be honest. Hot ones?
I'm gonna be honest. I think I can get like 5. I can get like Sean.
It's all legal, baby.
That's actually a brilliant idea. Can we do that?
I'm marking it.
I'll wear a bald cap.
but it's like Caucasian.
A white
skin.
bald cap. Yeah, I'll wear a white bald cap. For sure.
So we got to do this. Okay,
I don't hate that.
How much it costs? All
right, I think I could get 5 boneless wings into the Hot Ones challenge before I'm like, I hate you. You know what I mean?
Miguel, you have a lot
of Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah, I know.
Points.
I do eat points.
So can you buy us all these wings?
You're talking about Buffalo Wild Wings points. Listen, I'm gonna be honest.
No.
There was a point where I had a person at Buffalo Wild Wings shake my hand and go, "You have a lot of Buffalo Wild Wings points." And then I spent all of
and
them.
then they unfurled the banner with your face on it.
Like at a Chuck E. Cheese ticket counter, they were like, and I bought so many wings. I don't have those points anymore. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I feel bad about that. But
they were all spent in one lust-filled night of
Sean,
wing.
How many wings?
Okay, so I like spicy, but I don't like comically spicy. There's a difference between like
I feel that
seasoning something with spice and then doing something just to make it unbearable. And I feel like that's wings number 7, 8, 9, 10. So I think I think I could get to 6 before, even if I could handle it, I wouldn't enjoy it. I would be like, I don't want a part of these anymore. Yeah.
Do you guys ever watch Hot Ones and you see like someone who's kind of being, I don't want to say difficult. Difficult's a strong word, but they're like, I'm vegan, or I only want cauliflower, or I only
why
want
did you come here?
Yeah, why?
I think they take care of that pre-production. They would ask them, what do you eat? And then they would give them cauliflower.
No, for sure.
They've done that before.
To your point, that's what I'm saying, is they came into it going, I want this, and they would give it to you. For me personally, I would take the spice, especially if it was a boneless little bite-sized wing. Okay, I'm not trying to do the whole like,
you take it off the bone.
Yeah.
If it was boneless, I would just pop it in and deal with the consequences.
That's what I think. You throw it in, you're done.
But that's cheating.
That's a tough time. I would. I don't know if I could keep going on the video if that happened. Like I would have to I'd probably throw up. To be honest, I don't know if I get to number 8 or 9.
But boneless or bone in?
Oh, as a choice.
Yeah.
Oh, a boneless. Yeah.
Ed?
Boneless every time, but I don't mind a bone in. I don't mind a bone in or two.
Mark that clip real quick.
Bone or two in. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like a good. I mean, they both have their merits. I mean,
we'll wrap up the social talk. Let me just ask this, you guys. Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, they just got divorced.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. Mazel tov.
Yeah.
But we all saw that picture. Okay. Ben Affleck was walking out. We've seen so many Ben Affleck to go food order pictures, right? Where he walks out, he picks up the Dunkin', he picks up whatever. We saw a new one recently where Ben Affleck walked outside of his mansion and he picked up some Jack in the Box from Uber Eats. And the sensationalized headline was, "Oh, he's so happy. He's smiling. He's having a good time." Okay?
He did have a big smile on his face. I'm not going to lie.
Giggly.
He looked ecstatic.
I had to zoom in and find out that he was eating Jack in the Box. And this is the last thing I'm going to say. You guys, what was Ben Affleck's Jack in the Box order?
All right, I'm going to look up the Jack in the Box menu right now.
Yeah, I'm going to...
I'll tell you right now, if I was Ben Affleck...
Sean, let's go.
I would do the sourdough Jack.
Yeah.
No tomatoes. Because the tomatoes make the bread too soggy. And I can't be having that.
Oh, babe.
Large curly fry.
Oh, hell. He's probably got a couple large curly fries.
2 monster tacos.
Monster tacos? What the cunt fucking hell is that?
I don't know if they do the monster ones anymore, but 2 tacos regardless. Yes. They can monster fry.
If they're the mini tacos, he's having 4 or 6. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He can chomp that in one gulp, like go bop 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 bop.
Yeah, they're gone. He's inhaling it, and then large Dr. Pepper, of course, to wash it all down.
There's also the jalapeno poppers, which I get sometimes, and those are really good.
Luis.
What?
You're speaking to a pre-COVID Miguel right now.
I'm telling you, Jack in the Box was like the restaurant for me. I used to go there all the time.
It was great.
Yeah,
I very much my Jack in the Box order that I think Ben Affleck 100% ordered was a Jack spicy chicken sandwich with cheese, a sourdough Jack as is, okay, no fries, no drink, an Oreo milkshake. That was my Jack in the Box order.
That was your Jack in the Box order or his?
But Ben would do it too.
Can we agree that Jack in the Box has, or at least had, the best ranch in the game for a while?
I mean, until
I'm going to tell you top ranches right now. I'm going to tell you Jack in the Box. I'm going to say it's Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm going to say Outback. Yes. Those three are very good ranches.
Yes!
And, I have a very difficult time of buying ranches in a store. I can't. And every time I go to these stores, I'm like, please
say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Jack in the Box. It's going to be Outback Steakhouse. And what was the third one that I said? I already forgot it. Buffalo Wild Wings. Those are the three.
Question.
Wow.
Do you guys remember 59 Diner down here in Houston?
Yes.
They used to have a great ranch.
First off, Sean, in Dallas, did you ever have a 59 Diner?
No.
I know what Ed's talking about, but the lore he just unlocked was like...
Compare it to a national chain.
I'm sorry.
It's a Denny's. Yeah. It's a Denny's diner type place.
Interesting,
but better.
If we're getting local here, top ketchup, gotta go to Whataburger.
Oh, you got that spicy?
Ooh,
fancy
spicy ketchup.
Fancy ketchup?
No, not fancy. Forget that.
Ed, let me give you this.
It's good, but
and Sean, you have a kid. Let me ask you this, okay? My kid doesn't. Two? No.
Yeah. One just popped out about 10 minutes ago.
Not a boy and a girl. No.
Yes, boy, girl.
Is it? Okay.
It is boy, girl. Yeah, but go ahead.
My kid hates sauces, and that was how I was as a kid too. He doesn't eat ketchup. He doesn't eat ranch. He eats chicken nuggets dry. Okay. We'll have friends of his over. Ed, hang on. I don't hate my kid. Okay, I know.
I didn't say anything.
We'll have friends, including Ed's daughter. We'll have kids over, and we'll make chicken nuggets for the whole kids. And one of them will be like, "Where's my ketchup? Where's my ranch?"
Yeah.
My kid is like,
"Garçon."
He's like, no, I'm eating. You know what I mean? No, that shit blows my mind.
I will say this, Miguel. I respect the hell out of Forrest for that. And I know that was on. Did Louis say something? But like,
no, it wasn't even Lily. Lily has done this, but we had another kid over who was like, "Can I have ketchup?" And I was like,
"There's some meals where I'm just like, Lily will ask for ketchup." I'm like, you don't have ketchup with that.
Lily was over at my in-laws' house, okay, and we had breakfast with eggs, and she was like, "Where's my ketchup?" And
I was like, "I would get that."
No. Okay, ketchup does not belong on eggs.
I grew up with eggs and ketchup, and I can get other people.
No.
They are. I need my eggs with something. I need a little.
I've had it.
Now, I disagree.
Now, do I do it now?
Here's the eggs. You don't get eggs scrambled because you're not a child. You get eggs over easy, and that over easy becomes over easy.
I get my eggs scrambled. What do you?
I do too.
Who's soft scramble? Not a hard scramble.
No, right? Fucking scramble, guys. What the
scramble's the way to go.
I mean,
do I have the patience for a soft scramble every time? Fuck no.
I will. Hang on a second. First off, kill yourselves. Okay. Secondly, what you do is, let's imagine you get a protein with hash browns and eggs. Okay, the hash browns, you take your Ed, shut up. You take your over easy eggs, you cut them open over the hash browns, and you have your liquidy sauce over the hash browns. Your protein comes with gravy, I'm assuming, because you get the chicken fried steak with eggs, like I do. And then all of a sudden, your food is saucy enough. You don't need. You guys ever see those TikToks where people?
Yeah, you need the tartness to it.
Where people order hamburgers with no tomatoes and then they put ketchup on it, and they're like, "Wait, hang on a second."
They're not the same.
It isn't. Well, this one has vinegar in it.
It's a texture thing too.
Yes,
it is a texture thing, and also, Miguel, what you're describing isn't wrong. You're not wrong. I don't.
No, I know I'm not wrong. Ed, hang on. You want to take us
Are you also saying you only have your egg one way because of the sauce? You're talking about.
I tell you this. I'll have my egg whatever way, but I do not prefer. For me, I do not prefer scrambled. I like a over easy or hard boiled. You know what I mean? Let's take it devil.
Okay, so hold on. Have you ever had tacos? Have you ever had egg tacos? Like, they're not putting over easy tacos. It's going to be scrambled and ham
eggs in a taco because of a texture thing. I will take scrambled eggs.
It's the only way to hold eggs in there. You can't put saucy eggs in there.
Don't interrupt me while I'm talking, Luis.
I like a runny egg on a burger.
Can't put saucy eggs in there.
But if you talk about like a hangover burger, you get a burger with an over
a brunch burger,
fried egg,
yes,
yeah.
But yeah, it's just like depends on the occasion,
There's a time and a place, and I'm not saying scrambled eggs are terrible. I just do not prefer.
No, they're not.
Okay,
they're not.
Okay,
you're objectively wrong.
You're objectively wrong about
But Miguel, do I agree that? I mean, but it's just eggs.
I will never. No, I'll never pick a scrambled egg over any other egg.
Even if Gordon
If you're talking about just by itself,
I also don't like omelets. You know what I mean? Because I feel like they're too eggy.
I grew up on omelets. I love me an omelet.
No, I get.
But
that.
have you had a nice crisp omelet with that's got like that crust? And
you know who ruined omelets for me is probably my mom. Is she would make omelets so brown? You know what I mean? And I'd be like, "This is too."
You haven't had the soft one, baby.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Because like Kristen will go to breakfast and I'll get eggs a certain way, and she'll get like a veggie omelet, and I had a bite of that veggie omelet, and I was like, "Oh, it's actually kind of good." Okay,
yeah.
It's not my go-to. I've had omelets be too over. You know?
It's not an everyday thing. I have a limit on omelets.
Sean,
but
so when you come on our podcast, we get drunk and we talk about eggs. So thank you so much.
Variation.
If I had known, I would have, got a drink and cooked up some eggs as well.
Have a beer and some eggs. It's not just ketchup. You could also have eggs with salsa too, which is really good.
Salsa's good.
Hey, yo, hang on a second, Luis. Let me get Mexican with you for a second.
Okay,
bro, Luis, do you eat chilaquiles?
Oh yeah, it's good, but it's not my main breakfast meal. I'll tell you that right now.
But would you?
Oh yeah, I would, of course.
Ed, Sean,
yeah,
chilaquiles.
Sure. I don't know what it is, but I'm adventurous.
It's tortilla chips with eggs and salsa on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
No, my Mexican breakfast. Oh,
I don't know.
You're about to say eggs and weenies? Because that's the time that I'll have scrambled eggs is with weenies.
Absolutely not.
No,
absolutely not. I cannot let that slide.
White, but I got an abuela, okay? And she would make scrambled eggs.
Weenies?
Yeah, huevos con weenies. Okay.
Huevos con weenies. My Mexican aunt would make me the ketchup and eggs. But my preferred breakfast would be it's a flour tortilla with eggs, refried beans, and you could put chorizo in there. Boom.
Yes.
That's my favorite breakfast meal right there.
Okay.
It's a good one.
We don't have to fight anymore, okay? Like what I'll say is there's 4 of us on the podcast. We can eat our eggs, okay? There's eggs for everyone. We'll, come over, we'll have breakfast. We'll all be happy.
Make 4 kinds of eggs.
Ed, how many different ways are there to prepare an egg? I've heard it's the most versatile
don't do it.
ingredient out there.
I couldn't even put a number on it.
He's like,
start listing some ways you can make eggs, Ed.
Okay, souffle, scrambled, sunny side up, over easy,
poached.
Could you sous vide an egg?
Yeah, you could sous vide an egg. You could basically.
That's all I know.
He said, "Don't interrupt me." Of course, you can sous vide.
Can you fry an egg? Can you put an egg in a fryer?
Yeah.
Can you crack an egg raw and drink it like Rocky?
I've done that before. Awful. Bad idea.
All right, social media. That's great. That's good talk about social media. Talking about eggs.
You guys wore me out. I'm not as sharp as I was.
Oh god, the eggs took them out.
I think this is actually a good follow-up question. I'm sorry. We're all over the place here. DoorDash and Uber Eats. This is another situation where we're ordering from. Miguel, we were talking about DoorDash and Uber Eats, and I feel like this is a topic of discussion here.
Let me get this out now, okay? And then I'll be quiet and I'll let everyone talk, okay?
Okay.
First off, I have done a step back.
Okay.
There was a time, I don't know about you guys, but there was a time where all of the food, like runner apps, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Favor, Instacart. Like there was a time, I don't know about you guys, where I lived in Texas where you could not get that. There was like a very small circle where you could get that product. And there was a time when I lived in Jersey Village in Houston. It's a neighborhood of Houston. Outside, and it was outside of the window of Uber Eats, DoorDash, Favor, whatever. And I would have to like place the order to the gas station a mile away so that I could go pick it up. Okay, so this is like my MySpace days. Yes, it was not great. Okay. So when I talk about I walked into that gas station. They were like, food, and I was like, oh, that's me. Actually, thank you. So when I talk about jumping through hoops, I just want to say, like, I just want to paint a picture. Like, I've done that. Okay. There was a time when finally I was in the inner loop and I was getting all the food in Houston, all the apps. And Uber Eats was kind of like my go-to, but there was one time that I hopped on DoorDash and I ordered Torchy's tacos, okay? And I ordered all of the tacos for me, my wife, my son wasn't born yet, it was us. And they were like, we're coming. We're on our way, okay? The guy, okay, he drove to the behind the alley of our house. He marked it as delivered, and then he drove off with our food.
It happens.
And no, it happens on DoorDash, okay? Because ever since then, I have never ordered on DoorDash. Uber Eats has been my go-to food delivery, okay? I refuse. I also think that DoorDash is more expensive than Uber Eats.
I have a question.
And I'm ready to get into it. Luis.
So Uber Eats, formerly known as Postmates, I have a question. When they sent you your food,
well,
did they take a picture of it?
Uber Eats has never brought me an Xbox, and Postmates could. Okay, like I just start.
Uber Eats can do it now.
Does it take a picture of you when they deliver it?
Of me?
No. Hello, can you say we're taking headshots right now? I want to deliver some headshots. I got a resume I got to fill out. No, when they drop your food off, does Postmates or Uber Eats, do they take a picture of it at your door?
Both of them do.
Okay. Well then they're not going to steal your food anymore, you know? Like DoorDash.
But I mean, you can mark it as delivered without the photo.
Okay, I think the thing is DoorDash, there used to be a time when you go to DoorDash or Postmates and you could get anything your heart desired. And then at some point in life, there was a schism that occurred where only some restaurants were at DoorDash and only some of them were at Postmates. And then you had to pick a camp. And so, you know, where I'm at currently in my life, DoorDash is like gives me the most options. With Postmates maybe having a couple where I'll like linger around, which is why I have the DoorDash pass.
Same here.
Okay, let's pause. Luis, explain. Go.
You pay $9.99 for a month, and then you don't have to pay fees or delivery fees or things like that.
Those fees, though, let's imagine the amount of times you're ordering DoorDash. Okay. How many times a month do you order DoorDash? 5,
enough
6,
to
10
cover.
times.
Enough to cover for sure. Yeah.
The delivery fees, and that's not even like the fee that the restaurant charges. This is just delivery.
I've definitely saved almost the amount that it costs for a DoorDash pass using the DoorDash pass. Like I've saved. I've seen one where it's like $11, and the DoorDash is paid for
for the delivery fee $11.
Yes, depending on where it's coming from and how big the package is.
How far it is.
Because they'll add fees to how big a package is. And how far?
Luis, you live in California. Sean, Ed, Texas. Me, Colorado. I've never had.
What an eclectic group.
I would just say,
let's take a step back and look.
No, for real, fuck Gavin Newsom. Because why are you paying $11 for a DoorDash fee that you have to subby to the subscription to get a? You know what I mean? Like.
So my Dash Pass says I saved $26.63
a month
in the last 30 days.
And how many times did you deliver in the last 30 days?
I don't know, but it's already told me I already saved $27, and that's more than the $9.99 that I'm paying. So it's giving me money. You know what I'm saying?
It's giving.
You're losing money.
You're losing
if you don't have it.
It's giving.
Do you have a Uber Eats Pass? Uber Eats Plus?
No, because I can order Taco Bell right now in Colorado, higher cost of living. Okay, Luis,
than LA.
I can get than Texas.
Oh, okay.
I can get Taco Bell delivered to me for under $20.
Let's do this right now. How about this? I'm gonna order from Taco Bell. You order from Taco Bell right now, and let's order the same thing and see what comes out,
bro. Dude, are you trying to do this? Because I'll do it right now.
Let's do it. I'm genuinely curious about it right now.
I already have it in my cart.
Do we a number one, number two?
Yeah, or whatever. Just do 2 meals.
No, you tell me what you order, and I will put it in here as well.
I have 4 tacos on Taco Bell.
Okay, well, hold on.
Crunchy?
Don't they do a lot of tacos? They have a variety of tacos. You got to tell me which one.
Yo, let's cut this out if we're gonna cut it out. Okay, I just want to say, Luis, real quick. I have a double beef burrito, a Doritos cheese gordita.
Okay, hold on. That's a lot of food. Oh wait, hold on.
Shaming.
Miguel, just talk it into the microphone.
You don't even have to just pick 3 random items. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be
I
that
have
you pick.
4. That's what I'm saying. Okay?
So get it, but just tell them.
It's $24 before I pay the tip.
Okay, can you tell me again what it is? I'm gonna go one by one because I have to search for it. There's so
what apps are we on? Miguel, you're on Uber.
I'm on Uber Eats. Okay,
Luis,
I'm on DoorDash.
I'm on
DoorDash.
Okay.
Miguel's in Denver. I'm in California.
Oh, let me jump in from Texas then.
All right,
okay, what are we
ordering?
ordering?
Double beef burrito.
Cheesy double beef burrito.
A Doritos.
I like that one too.
And if you're not doing it, just can you hang out for a
second?
second?
All right, cheesy double beef burrito. Okay.
Cheesy double beef.
Add to order. I'm not doing any specials. Okay, what else?
Yep,
a Doritos cheesy gordito crunch.
Doritos.
You don't have to do the thing that you ordered. Okay, Doritos cheesy. I don't think I have that. Oh, Doritos cheesy gordita crunch. Okay.
Yes.
Wait. Okay, yeah.
Okay, a Chalupa Supreme. What is this podcast today?
Have you guys tried those new street tacos? Street chalupas?
Ed coming in with a wild card.
Those are good.
Wait.
You should get the steak ones. They're good, man.
Well, I'm not actually getting this.
The Cantina ones, Ed?
Yeah.
Chalupa Supreme, I've added it. Okay, and then what else?
And a chicken enchilada burrito, which I normally would not order, but I was being fat.
I didn't love that one.
I didn't either, but again,
what was it?
Like a good old double-decker taco in my house.
Okay.
What was that last one?
Anything except the toilet. Chicken enchilada burrito.
Chicken enchilada.
Okay. So far, I'm saving $5.14 with Dash Pass. Okay.
Hang on, I don't know if I have that.
Okay, tell me real quick.
Let's do this
total before tip.
Let's do without tip. Okay, so let's do without tip.
Luis.
Okay. Okay, the subtotal is $20.94. I save $3.99 on the delivery fee. I save a couple more bucks on the service fee, and it all rounds up to $25.08.
What about Sean? What about you?
Okay, so subtotal is $18.86. I saved on all of the delivery fee and $2.50 in fees. So total before tip is $21.36.
Texas. Okay, I have $18.86 as well. My delivery fee $150, taxes in total $450. My total is $24.86.
So
wait, what's your service fee again?
Delivery fee $150, taxes $450.
Okay, so I don't have to pay a delivery fee. I don't have to pay.
Okay, but what was your total after all that, Luis?
After all that, it was $25.
Okay, I got 24.
And Dash Pass saves me.
I got $24.86. I'm just saying that's less than 25.
I know, but
$21.36 here.
Okay, so
obviously Sean wins.
Texas, yes. Okay, Texas is cheaper to live in Texas. Thank you for joining us on this journey of food. As we know, what's better? Follow us for more.
Man, I'm sorry. I've been drinking
Ask
too
us
much.
for our personal curated Taco Bell orders.
Guys, what an episode. All right.
That's usually cue for let's wrap it up for Miguel when he says, what an episode.
I've already got the Taco Bell in the cart. Like, what a great episode, you guys.
Sean, thank you so much for coming to this random mixed bag episode. Definitely won't be the last time we have you on. But next time we'll actually have a discussion on some movie.
No, listen, I thrive in the unhinged, and this, I feel like this was exactly what your listeners and watchers needed. To be frank,
Sean, this was one of the most unhinged episodes. So thank you for joining.
Well, thank you guys for having me. Love seeing you again.
Tune in next week. We're going to talk about. We're finally going to wrap up the summer movie wager. We all made bets about which movie was going to be the top 10, and next week we finally find out which ones made it and who won it. And the winner gets to decide what the other person watches. And then the following week will be a review about that movie or show that we asked them to watch. Bye.
What a great. That was it.